If you thought Palantir was a rocket ship headed straight to the moon, well, it just ran into some serious turbulence. The stock has been facing substantial sell-offs in the past few days, and it's not just Palantir, the broader market, including the S&P 500, is also retreating. But why? Well, we have Walmart of all companies to thank for part of this mess. Walmart is the biggest retailer in the US, and whether you like it or not, investors treat Walmart like a crystal ball for the economy. When the company gives guidance on future sales, Wall Street listens, sometimes a little too much. Last year, Walmart reported a 5.6% increase in annual revenue. Not bad, right? But here's the kicker: for 2025, the company is only expecting sales growth between 3% and 4%. That's a pretty significant slowdown. If Walmart sneezes, the market catches a cold. A weaker than expected Walmart forecast sends a signal that consumer spending might be cooling off. And if consumers aren't spending as much, businesses that rely on big contracts, like Palantir, could feel the pinch. Investors panic, algorithms go haywire, and suddenly Palantir is tumbling alongside other tech stocks. But wait, there's more. Alex Karp is selling 1.2 million shares. Should we panic? Palantir's wild-haired CEO, Alex Karp, has disclosed that he plans to sell 1.2 million shares over the next 6 months. Let's pause for a second. If the captain of the ship starts unloading cargo, should passengers start jumping off? Not necessarily. Executives sell shares all the time for a variety of reasons: diversification, tax planning, or even just buying a ridiculously expensive villa in the Alps. In Karp's case, this isn't his first time selling shares, and he still holds a significant stake in Palantir. So, while the news of an insider sale can be scary, it doesn't necessarily mean Karp is abandoning ship. He still believes in Palantir's future. But wait, the hits keep coming. The DoD ordered a $50 billion budget cut. What does this mean for Palantir? The Department of Defense, DoD, has been one of Palantir's biggest clients for years. So when news broke that the DoD is facing a $50 billion budget cut, investors understandably started sweating bullets. Palantir makes a good chunk of its revenue from government contracts, especially in defense and intelligence. A budget cut this big could mean fewer contracts, longer negotiation periods, and, worst-case scenario, some existing contracts getting slashed. But let's not start doomsday prepping just yet. The DoD isn't about to stop using AI-powered software to gain an edge in modern warfare. If anything, Palantir's AI capabilities might become even more valuable as the military looks to cut costs and increase efficiency. This isn't the end for Palantir's government business, it's just a bit of turbulence. Why long-term investors shouldn't freak out? Yes, the stock is down. Yes, Walmart's forecast isn't great. Yes, Alex Karp is selling shares. And yes, the DoD is trimming its budget. But here's the thing, Palantir isn't a short-term story, it's a long-term one. Despite all these setbacks, Palantir still has massive upside potential. The company's AI-driven software is rapidly becoming a necessity for both government agencies and corporations. Let's not forget that Palantir has consistently landed high-profile defense contracts, expanded into commercial sectors at a rapid pace, been leading the charge in AI-powered decision-making. Short-term pullbacks like this are normal for a high-growth company. If anything, this could be a buy-the-dip moment for those who believe in Palantir's future. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you've commented, let's continue. But wait. Please support us by becoming a member of our channel. If you are interested in learning how to invest in stocks, join our Super Builders team. Of course, putting into consideration many factors, you can learn the gist of how to invest and spot successful stocks. Join us today before you could lose out on amazing opportunities. Do you want to start making money by becoming a better long-term investor? Start now. Meanwhile, as Palantir deals with sell-offs, something big is happening across the Pacific. U.S. President Donald Trump recently sounded the alarm about China's DeepSeek AI breakthrough, calling it a wake-up call for U.S. tech. Beijing, on the other hand, is celebrating it as a major milestone in innovation despite the U.S. and its allies imposing chip export sanctions. So why does this matter for Palantir? Because China's government is going all in on AI. They're integrating big data into governance, public services, and military advancements at a blistering pace. This is going to possibly force the U.S. to double down on its own AI development, and Palantir is in the perfect position to benefit. With national security concerns rising and the race for AI supremacy heating up, the U.S. government isn't going to cut back on AI spending, it's going to ramp it up. That means more demand for Palantir's AI-driven platforms, more contracts, and more growth. Okay, so we've heard the bearish case, but let's talk about the potential moonshot. Palantir has a history of proving skeptics wrong. With the AI revolution accelerating, the company's total addressable market, TAM, is growing at an unprecedented pace. Palantir is positioning itself as the default operating system for AI-driven enterprises. If AI adoption keeps accelerating, if governments keep increasing AI budgets, if commercial adoption of AI-powered decision-making explodes, it's not crazy to think that Palantir could be worth several $100 billion in the next decade. Is $900 per share next year realistic? Probably not. Is it eventually possible? Absolutely. Is Palantir in an apocalypse? Let's be real, Palantir's stock is volatile. If you've been holding Palantir for long, you know it moves like a roller coaster at Six Flags. But an apocalypse? Far from it. The sell-offs we're seeing now are largely possibly macro-driven rather than fundamental issues with the company itself. While Walmart's cautious guidance raises concerns about the economy, Palantir remains a mission-critical AI and big data company. Let's look at the facts. Palantir's Q4 earnings were strong, beating expectations. Government contracts continue rolling in possibly. AI adoption is exploding across industries. The company is profitable, a rarity among high-growth tech stocks. This sell-off isn't an indictment of Palantir's business model, it's simply part of the market cycle. Adding to the fear, Palantir's CEO Alex Karp disclosed plans to sell 1.2 million shares over the next 6 months. This immediately triggered some panic among retail investors. Wait, if the CEO is selling, should you be selling too? So, unless you believe Karp is secretly jumping ship, this is more of a headline scare than a fundamental problem. AI-driven defense technology isn't just a nice-to-have anymore, it's an absolute necessity. If the DoD is tightening its budget, it will likely look for cost-effective AI-driven solutions to enhance efficiency and reduce waste. Palantir's software is exactly what they need. In short, while budget reallocations might cause some short-term turbulence, Palantir's defense contracts possibly remain a strong growth driver. China isn't just talking about AI, it's implementing it at every level. The Chinese government is embracing big data, AI-driven governance, and automation to improve efficiency and security. In response, the U.S. will have no choice but to double down on AI investments. And when it does, Palantir is one of the companies best positioned to benefit. Let's sum it up: short-term turbulence, the stock is getting hit, possibly in free fall, but this happens to high-growth companies. Market overreaction, Walmart's guidance spooked investors, but it's not the end of the world. Long-term growth story, AI adoption is only accelerating, and Palantir is at the forefront. Government contracts aren't possibly going away, even with budget cuts, Palantir is too important to ignore. China versus US AI race, the US is going to pump more money into AI, benefiting companies like Palantir. If you're a long-term investor who believes in AI, this sell-off might just be a golden buying opportunity. The only question possibly is, will you be the one buying when others are panicking? Or will you be the one regretting it when Palantir is trading at triple digits? It's our privilege that God, the creator of heaven and earth, will bless us abundantly, make us the head and not the tail if we love him and obey his commandments. Please acknowledge him in your plans and he will direct your paths. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. Want more information? Please check the description section. Also again, I invite you to join our wealth building teams and Super Wealth Builders community and support us by becoming a member. We highly appreciate your commitment. Don't miss. Waiting and excited to see you join us. Learn and enjoy the journey to building lasting wealth through smart investing. Join us today and you will make smarter choices and build lasting wealth. Alright beloved friends, that's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. There are 3 more important steps to build wealth. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you highly motivate me to continue bringing to you educative and transformative videos every week. Do not miss out on our future videos full of knowledge and wisdom. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today, your support is appreciated so much. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Thank you, see you in the next video by God's grace. We love you, and blessings to you.